This is a Jmix exclusive.
Because you were dealing with the two huge superstars at Death Row, talking about MC Hammer, established superstar, Tupac, established superstar, and I'm not throwing Dre out of the mix, but
Nah, that's good.
did you see any jealousy towards Hammer, towards Pac, or towards you because of the superstar element?
Well, we at that time we was the youngsters, so it really wasn't no jealousy going on between the youngsters. It was all about testing. You know what I'm saying? You test them youngsters over there, and you're gonna either they're gonna let you test them, or you're gonna run into a brick wall. So us as youngsters, it was a lot of youngsters around. You know what I'm saying, at that time. So the youngster era was all about testing. They can test these niggas, see if these niggas about what they say. You know what I mean? And if you wasn't, then you wasn't going to be around. And if you wasn't, then you heard about what happened to you. You see what I'm saying? So nothing never happened to Nutt-So. So, you know, nobody never heard of nothing happening to Nutt-So. I just kept it real. I mind my own business. You know what I'm saying? And I played my cards right, the right way I was supposed to do. I wasn't supposed to go down to death row acting like I'm the hardest nigga out, acting like I'll knock everybody out, acting like I'll shoot up everybody. Nah, that wasn't the image and the impression that I was trying to portray coming to death row. Coming to death row, the image I was trying to portray was, let me be this real ass nigga that I am coming from the hood. Now, if y'all want to test me, then that's something different. And I'm gonna have to show y'all it ain't what people think it is, or I don't know what people think it is. But death row was all about holding your grounds. Now the OGs, I'm gonna say like Pac, Hammer, you know, Snoop, and you know, them niggas right there. I mean, you kind of sense a little something was going on, but you didn't know the full details of it because it hadn't fully blossomed yet. It was in the beginning of this hate thing. So everybody was like, all right, well, I'm going to play my part and then see what happens and see what unfolds. Pop came to me one day out of his own mouth. We riding and we chopping it up and shit. We just chopping it up about random things. And, you know, that was one of the things that slid in the conversation, you know, about teammates. You know what I'm saying? You know, teamwork supposed to make the dream work. But if you got hating within the team, then it ain't going to never work. So Pac, you know, he say, man, you know, he quoted to me, he said, man, niggas, you know, niggas still hate on me. He said, niggas hate on me, but I'm still rolling with them. So therefore, he was telling me that somebody from the death row camp was hating on him because he's still rolling with him. And that was a real nigga, though, to say, man, one of these niggas hating on me, but fucking, I'm a real nigga. I'm just going to keep riding. Fuck it. I'm going to ride on and ride out. So the hating you will always have. Once you got grown people, that's like two grown women. Two grown women can't live together. Girls can live together, but when they get grown, two grown women can't live together. Two grown men can't live together. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they will agree on certain things and get along towards certain things. But shit, when you talking about some living situation and you talking about, okay, hold on, who this nigga house? He running this house. Okay, well, now you got a new nigga coming in and, you know what I'm saying, he want to rent a room, but he done plushed out your whole house because he was able to, and he done made your whole house shine. So now it's your shit, but you getting mad. So that was kind of like how death row was. A nigga come into a nigga house, shining, and then you get mad. So you know how it is, man.
I know who you're talking about. Do you want to just keep his name out of the conversation?
Oh, I mean, you know, like if I had full details and full proof on who I specifically thought it was, then I would say names. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just a real nigga. Like I don't bite my tongue for nothing, because if I say it, then it has already been put out there. So if I say something about somebody, then I had already either said it to their face or said it in their presence, because I don't speak behind nobody back. You see what I'm saying? So, you know,
I understand that. I respect that.
right. But, you know, I mean, to each his own, man. You can speak your mind with me in the interview, and, you know, either I'm going to agree, either I'm going to disagree, or I just don't know nothing about it. That's just plain and simple. You see what I'm saying? Now, if we talking about the police, on the other hand, they trying to have a nigga in the interrogation room, man, I ain't gonna tell them motherfuckers nothing. That's when you separate keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? Because if you tell the police, you tell them the truth. But no, we're not gonna tell the police the truth. I'm not gonna do their job. That's not my job to go find out who did what to what person. Nah, that's y'all job. So therefore, I'm gonna keep my lip zipped and let y'all go ahead and bust a sweat trying to figure out who did what. So other than that, the situation is, you know what I'm saying, the situation speaks for itself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Good, great statement. I love that soundbite. Keeping it real then, was Tupac a blood?
Nah, Tupac wasn't a blood. Tupac was a Bay Area. You got to think Tupac was like Oakland. Oakland, like, we don't have no Crips or Bloods. We don't knock the Crips and Bloods for what they do because that's some gangster shit. How can a gangster knock another gangster? Then he ain't gangster. You see what I'm saying? So once you're doing some gangster shit and you handling it in your way, that's just like, let me make this for an example. It's like comparing Scarface and Rakim. People will be like, well, how can you compare Scarface and Rakim? They're two totally different rappers. But they both real. They both street. They both kick some good shit. They just write different. You see what I'm saying? So that's the theory on that. And he wasn't a blood. He wasn't a Crip. Suge was the blood. So that could have looked like everybody that signed under Suge was a blood until Snoop. And a lot of people know that Snoop is a Crip. So that kind of separated the difference. But coming out of L.A., people always think that you're either one of the two. I'll be out of town. I'll be out of states in different states, and I tell people I'm from California, and they be like, oh, you from L.A., or you one of them blood Crip niggas. I'll be like, no, hold on, chill. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from Oakland. We don't have Bloods and Crips out there. We just got regular niggas, thug niggas, you know what I'm saying, hanging on the corner and doing what they do. We're not organized by a group like the Bloods and the Crips. You see what I'm saying? So the Bloods and the Crips, I got real niggas from both sides, Bloods and Crips. And niggas get down and get it in. You know what I mean? So I can't knock how a nigga get down. I will never knock how a nigga get down on his hustle or get down on how his way of living. So my thing is, when you come strong and you back something up, people gonna think you're a part of that. You see what I'm saying? So Pac was coming hard and coming strong. So should this big blood dude from the streets made millionaire, and everybody thinking, oh, we got another blood, and he's laughing too. Oh my goodness, he's a blood too. You see what I'm saying? So, but Pac let him know, homie, I don't give a fuck if you blood or cuz, as long as you got love for thugs. You feel me?
I think that question stems from the phrase MOB and the MOB tattoo and those type of shout-outs and songs.
Right. Well, no, I'll break it down because it is a difference. Coming out of the Bay Area, before we even hooked up with Death Row, we had our little mob code. We were called the mob. Like, this is the mob. A lot of Bay Area runs off the mob. You know what I mean? The mob and the family. So we was a part of the mob. Now, L.A., and we had our code numbers called 662, which was mob spelled out in the phone. That was our saying before Club 662 even was given birth. You see what I'm saying? We had been screaming that for years. So Club 662 could have originated off of what we started, you know what I'm saying? Because the connections with MC Hammer knew us as the mob, and then, you know, he knew our things was 662, so they could have generated down from that, you know what I'm saying? Or it could have generated by word of mouth, because we wasn't just silent in the Bay Area, we was making some noise. So I'm pretty sure other motherfuckers was like, man, what are these niggas? Like, oh, these niggas out here mobbing for real. So when we speak on Mob, it's different from when Suge and them speak on Mob. See, we've been screaming Mob since the 90s, since the late 80s, the 90s. You see what I'm saying? So you can do track records and see what was what and see when was what, and you know what I'm saying? It's easy. Everything is already, you know what I'm saying, stipulated in verbal messages throughout the years that we've been passed out. You know what I mean?
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?